Hey, what up, everybody? Stevie Breach coming to you tonight. This is me talking about the San Francisco 49ers going up against the Oakland Raiders on Sunday. Niners coming off of a big loss last week to the Seattle Seahawks on Thanksgiving. That's honestly why I'm wearing the sunglasses, so you guys can block out the tears still coming from my eye. I'm still trying to get the bruises off of my ass from getting kicked all up and down that football field. That was an embarrassing night of football to watch. It was so bad that, because Thanksgiving was on Thursday, Sunday, I had the day off. I didn't watch 1 minute of football. I didn't watch 1 minute of highlights. I barely checked my fantasy stuff Sunday night before I went to sleep to see how I did in Pick'em. I really looked just to see the games that I won. I didn't really even pay attention to the teams that played or what the final scores were. I checked my fantasy teams and saw that I was able to pull out some wins, and that was it. I mean, I was so done with football after the way we got our asses kicked on Thursday that I had no cares in the world about what happened on Sunday. But we gotta pack it back up. The Niners only have a few more games left this week, and this is one of them. I know that a lot of people are looking forward to see what the Niners can do to lick up their wounds and get back and play Seattle next week and see where we're getting from there. But honestly, if we can't beat the Raiders, the season's over. The season's done no matter what happens in Seattle next week. So this is a team that we really need to focus on, and people might look at their record and think that they're a bad team. Living here in Northern California, I get a lot of 49er talk because they're the hot team right now, but there are a lot of Raider fans that live here, and a lot of Raider fans know their team is bad, but they're a fan base that really sticks with them no matter if they're up, if they're down. A lot of people are still, paying attention to this team week in and week out, even though they're losing, because they want to know where this team is building to. As bad as this team is right now, you got to know that there are some strong points that are going. I mean, if you look at the season, they've only been blown out a few times, and there's only been a few games that were just a little bit out of reach. The opening of this season could have started off a lot better. They could have won that Jets game. Then you go down to week 3, they could have won that New England game on the last play of the game. They should have beat San Diego in week 6. They should have beat San Diego again in week 16. I mean, that's one of the best teams there is in the AFC going into the playoffs. A lot of people thinking that Phillip Rivers is having one of the best years. They had no business in Week 7 hanging in with Arizona, only losing that game by 9 points. And then the game against Seattle almost gave them that game in the end. So, I mean, this team is good. I mean, people are going to look at they only won the one game against the Chiefs, and that was sort of a rivalry game from in the AFC West. But honestly, 49er fans, if you're going to look light on this Oakland game, it's going to be tough. I mean, they're playing in Oakland Coliseum. A lot of people are saying this is a lot like a home game. I don't know what you guys are thinking. The silver and black are going to be strong in that game. And any Niner fan who thinks about showing up to that game, God have mercy on your soul. I would not go to a Raider game versus 49ers game in Oakland to save my life. I mean, if I did, I would probably even go to the team store and I would buy a Raider jersey and I would sit in the crowd and I wouldn't make a damn peep over anything that was going on in that game at all until I got home. I don't need to get my ass kicked. No way, Jose. I know that at the end of last week's game, they got their asses kicked by the Rams. I heard the jokes all about, Derek Carr wasn't in the game. Basically, that Matt Schaub, the guy that was supposed to come here and take the starting job before Carr impressed a lot of people in the offseason, taking the starting job, that he did throw another pick 6 in this game as well as fumble a ball away. I don't know why Carr was out of the game, if he got injured or if they just pulled him because the game was too far out of reach, and you don't want your future franchise quarterback to be going down. But this is a game the Niners need to show up. They need to play hard. They need to go in there and be strong. Colin Kaepernick, get that. I don't care what the excuse is. I've made them. You've heard them. The offensive line is horrible, but they need to throw some freaking blocks, or what's the point of us even getting to the playoffs if we're not going to be able to run the football? Frank Gore, only 700 yards rushing on the year. I never thought we would be at the point where we were begging him to get his career going again. I don't know what's going down. I don't want to think about what's going down in the offseason. I already know a few things are going to happen, but I don't want them to happen until the season's over with. And the season's over when we lose a game. And I don't see us losing a game if we show up and we play hard and we play 49er football. We got to play the Oakland this week. Then we got Seattle next week. Then we go to the Chargers. And after that, we're going to finish up with the Arizona Cardinals. So, I mean, you got 3 real tough games there, but you can't sleep on this Oakland game. You can't be looking forward to those other ones at all. So, let's see what we can do here. Hopefully, the Niners can put up a big win, and we can move forward from here. But it's tough being a 49er fan right now, but we're going to see what's going to go down. I mean, we could be our own demise, basically, by showing up and not winning this game, and then we don't even have a shot to make the playoffs. Right now, it's going to take a lot of hope and a lot of will. But as long as we win our 4 games, if we don't make the playoffs, I don't know what. I was going to say we can't blame ourselves, but I mean, we lost a lot of football games this year. We're not used to doing this as of late. So we're going to see what's going down, and we'll check up with you guys later. Peace out.